I was previously married, and the businesses that we had, the economy tanked and we lost our business. My husband went into a very deep depression, and I was feeling overwhelmed by the rejection. And I would have a glass of wine to calm my nerves, and then I'd have a cognac to go to sleep. And in a very short period of time, I was doing that every single night.
When I turned 15 years old, I wanted to fit in with the crowd, and that's where my addiction basically started. I battled it for 40 years, and I became a drug dealer, and then I found out that being a drug dealer, I didn't have to buy anything anymore because I was my best customer. So the more I sold, the more I had for myself.
Once I started, I didn't see any way out. I'd tell myself all afternoon, I'm not going to drink tonight, not going to drink tonight. And on the way home, I'd find that liquor store, and I'd go home and I'd get into my closet.
I got up one morning at 5 o'clock to go into the bathroom to get my high, and I started throwing up blood, and I looked into the mirror and saw a skeleton as I was throwing water on my face. And as I looked in the mirror, I said, God, please help me. I can't do this anymore. I'm sick when I'm using, and I'm sick when I'm not using. When I walked out of the bathroom at 5 in the morning, my friend Larry was standing there, and they proceeded to drive me to Faith Farm.
I realized that addiction had completely controlled my life, and I hit a breaking point, and I just wanted to give up. I got to the point where I cried out to God, God, I can't live like this anymore. And Jesus, he met me there at my lowest point.
I battled for 2.5 months there at the farm, and then on December 24th, 2012, we drove to Calvary Chapel for a Christmas service, and I felt something that I've never felt in my whole life, but it was the power of the Holy Spirit that day.
My son said to me, hey, Mom, how about I take you to an AA meeting? And it was just so overwhelming to hear him say that. I was so embarrassed because I had never told him. But at the same time, I knew that somebody noticed how broken I was.
God worked with both of us separately by us both going into recovery.
My journey, even through addiction, was God pruning me. And he helped us use our hurt to help other people heal. I believe that was the main reason that Tony and I were put together, because we're a sense of hope to people that if God did it for us, he'll do it for them. God has a plan, and we are living proof of that. He has broken the bonds of addiction for both of us, and we see now only joy and peace in our lives. And we have this obsession almost to be able to pay it forward, because you only get to keep this by giving it away.